Hey there, filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM Show. And today we got Jersey Mike's on the show, which is my favorite sub place. I usually get the same thing when I go in there. It's the stickball. The other day, our friends over at the SAS, they posted a video where Brandon reviewed the steak and cheese from Jersey Mike's. He didn't like it. That got me thinking, though, that even though Jersey Mike's is my favorite place to get a sandwich, we've never reviewed one of their hot subs on the show before. And not only have we not reviewed one on the show, I have never myself actually had or ever ordered a hot sub from Jersey Mike's. Only cold subs. I'm not usually one to order a steak and cheese or a hot sub from a place that's usually like better known for their cold cut sandwiches. Like Subway. You really can't expect to get a good steak and cheese or meatball sub from Subway. You know it's going to be subpar. When you're looking for a hot sub, you're usually looking for like an Italian place, something like that. So I figured out all the sub shops that are better known for the cold cuts. Let's try Jersey Mike's hot subs, you know, for a difference. So I did get the giant this time around. Normally when I get my stickball, I get the regular, which is half the size of this. But just to show you guys, you know, we've never shown you, I don't think, the giant before. Yeah, it's all the way wrapped to the end. That's how big this damn thing is. It's freaking huge. You get the tape measure out, and this is topping out at 14 inches. Let me unravel this thing so we can take a look. Okay, so not only is it wrapped in the foil, they've also wrapped it in the Jersey Mike regular paper wrapper on the inside too. Usually on the Giants, they're cut into like 3 sections. Let's see if we can get into here and see. This one looks like it's only cut in 2. And yeah, this one's cut in half, so we only have 2 sections on this Giant. Alright, so bam, there's half right there. There's a meatball sticking out there. Just open this up. See if I can show you the inside. There's all the meatballs going on inside. They are like halved meatballs. They're not whole round. They are cut in half, so they don't like completely squirt and roll right off of the bread. But yeah, they're not sliced, so it's not like easily manageable. So yeah, picture this twice. Dang. Down the hatch with the giant meatball and cheese from Jersey Mike's. Alright, not bad. Actually, I took a couple snaps at that, not just one. Nice, tender meatballs. They're like the giant, like seasoned meatballs. I don't want to say Italian meatballs, but there is like an herbiness there. I can't say they don't seem like Mama's meatballs. It doesn't seem like it's a fine beef pork mix going on there. It does seem like a beef meatball with like a ton of fillers, to be quite honest with you, like a lot of breadcrumb, maybe even like soy filler. Who knows what they've gone into these meatballs? I have no idea. They just don't have the texture of like a homemade meatball that would be made from like ground beef. The texture on these meatballs is way too soft, melty, and paste-like once you start to chew it up. Very cheesy. They didn't hold anything back with the provolone cheese. That's completely wrapped around the entire inside of the bread, it seems, for the meatballs, and the sauce was slapped on there hot. So it's very melted out. A lot of sauce also. Sauce on this one, slightly sweet, but once again, just like we saw with something else just recently, it's more of like a bitter stinging kind of sauce. It tries to be sweet. There is a little bit of a sugar in there, but not a whole lot. It seems like the bitter salty aspect of this sauce is beating out. It's a nice fresh roll, and it's like I'd say late in the afternoon that we got this, and we're still getting like fresh bread coming out of Jersey Mike's, you know, this late in the day. Not too shabby. A lot of other places be stale by now. They wouldn't even have made fresh. I don't seem to have the receipt anywhere near me. It seems to have eluded me at the moment, but this giant meatball and cheese sub, this ran us at 14 inches. This ran us probably about $14. I think the regular size on this was closer to like 10 or a little bit under that. But that's about average for most of their giant subs, be it this meatball here or like a giant Italian sub. It's going to run you like 15, 16 bucks. Compared to the other people, the value might not seem all that great, but this is a 14-inch sub. It is stacked. You know, they don't hold anything back. They do load it. If you've ever gotten any of their cold cut subs, you know how stacked they are. It looks exactly like the picture. Looks like something Dagwood would be eating. So all in all, it's not the greatest meatball sub I've ever had in my life. Would I buy this again? Probably not. Next time I go in there, I'll probably resort back to my regular cold cut, like the stickball. You know, if I did try another hot sub, I'd probably try one of their chicken selections next time. Like I say, this is still pretty decent and not bad for 14 inches. Not a bad deal really at $14, I would say. So I'm going to give this a high 3 out of 5. Alright, so once again, there you have it, the meatball and cheese sub from Jersey Mike's. Give it a go. I'm Mr. Dirty. This is GTM Show. Don't forget you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here. Go have a rotten day.